It was New Year's Eve. It was snowing, and the weather was terribly cold. People were busy buying New Year's gifts for their families, and all of them had happy smiles on their faces. The aroma of food wafted from restaurants, and the shops in the street were decorated with colorful lights. Not far away, several children were having snowball fights.
Winter is my favorite season.
Me too, because we can have a snowball fight and we can make New Year's wishes.
What is your New Year's wish? I want blocks.
I want a nice and warm scarf. Look, it's the one in the window.
Hey, come join the snowball fight. We have to go home for dinner later.
A little girl is walking down the street. Her clothes were thin and torn with lots of patches. They looked very ragged and baggy. She also wore a pair of men's slippers that were too big for her. In an old apron, she carried several packages of matches, and she held a box of them in her hand.
Matches, matches. Anyone wants matches?
This was the little match girl. She was trying to sell some matches on New Year's Eve so she could earn some money to buy medicine for her mother. Her mother was so sick that she couldn't even get out of her bed.
Matches, matches. Anyone want matches?
People were passing by with their thick coats and boots. No one stopped to buy her matches. Then, the little match girl tried to cross the road because she saw more people on the other side. Suddenly, a carriage dashed towards her. She was so terrified that she couldn't dodge out of the way.
Hey, kid, don't run into the middle of the road. You'll get hit.
The little match girl ran to the side of the road immediately. She ran so fast that she lost her oversized slippers. When she finally got to the sidewalk and turned around to try and find the slippers, she discovered that one was missing, and the other one had been snatched by a little boy.
This is so large that I could probably use it as a cradle someday when I have children.
Hey, that's my shoe. Give it back.
You're a liar. These slippers are so big and your feet are so small, it can't be yours.
No, give me back my slippers.
However, the little boy ran too fast for her to catch him. So, the little match girl had no choice but to walk barefoot. And soon, her feet turned red and blue with the cold. She couldn't help crying sadly. Those were her dad's cotton slippers, which he had passed on to her and her mother. When the little match girl was younger, like many children, she liked to have snowball fights with her parents in winter. Back then, her father was a fisherman and often went out to sea with fishing boats. The little match girl rarely saw her papa, so she always looked forward to the time when the fishing boats came ashore.
The fishing boat is back.
Dad, I missed you so much.
My love, I missed you very much, too.
However, since her mother's illness, her father quit his job and started working at the docks, trying to make more money. It was a tough and demeaning job, and the little match girl wished she could do something to help her family. Soon, her father couldn't even afford to buy shoes, and he gave his last pair to his daughter, even though they didn't fit her. And now, she lost her only pair of cotton slippers. Suddenly, she was hit by a snowball.
Ouch! You're dressed so strangely. Why don't you have a scarf and gloves? You're not welcome here. Go away.
The naughty kids continued to throw snowballs at her. The little match girl was so cold that she didn't even have the strength to quarrel with the kids. Those kids in thick padded coats and thick scarves. The little match girl had no choice but to leave. She was very sad. She just wanted to sell some matches and buy medicine for her mother. She thought.
Why don't I go home?
Thinking about this, the little match girl gave up selling matches and started walking home. Suddenly, she heard a cat meowing faintly. The little match girl found a litter of kittens in the grass by the roadside. In the heavy snow, the mother cat tried her best to surround the kittens with her body. Looking at this litter of kittens, the little match girl thought of her mother. She always secretly left half of her bread to the little match girl. At night, like the mother cat, she held the little match girl in her weak arms to keep her warm. The little match girl thought,
Maybe I can eat only one piece of bread a day for the next few days and use the money I save plus the money I earn from selling matches to buy medicine for my mother.
She looked at the kittens hidden under their mother's body and decided to stick around until she had earned enough money to buy medicine for her mother. Thinking of this, the little match girl took off the old apron and wrapped the cats in it, turned around, and walked back to her spot on the street. It was almost time for dinner. There were fewer and fewer pedestrians on the street. In all the windows, lights were shining, and there was a wonderful smell of roast goose. The little match girl was shivering in the cold, but she had to sell her matches. In a shaky, thin voice, she shouted,
Matches! Matches! Anyone want matches?
At this time, someone finally stopped.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't see you there. Your frostbitten feet look remarkably like the pavement. How much is a box of matches?
My matches are cheap. Only 3 cents a box.
This gentleman took the match, opened it, and glanced at it.
Oh, kid, don't sell them. Just go home.
Why?
You've been cheated. Your matches are defective. No one will buy them.